Welcome, friends, to this episode of No Blasters with me, Kieran Bartlett. Today's guest is Northern Ireland's premier actor, Diona Doherty. She's come all the way down from Derry and actually surprisingly good at FIFA, which is, you know, a disgrace for people like Mickey who put up less of a fight. Anyway, get over on our new Patreon page, please. We're taking feedback. Let us know if there's anything you want to see on there, anything you want to see less of. I won't do what many of you say, but I'll do what some of you say, especially if you're in that legendary top tier, paying £6 a month. You can also pay £3 a month at our world-class tier. Very difficult for me to talk about all of this, clearly. Get over on that Patreon. It's patreon.com/noblasters. Do it today. I will give you bonus content. I will give you new episodes. I will give you pre-announcements for shows. I will give you discount tickets. I will give you things. Come and see our new Patreon. Patreon.com/noblasters. Do it now. Today's episode is also sponsored by NordVPN. Get over on the nordvpn.com/noblasters for massive discounts on an amazing VPN service. If you're going with a VPN service, it's a thing that lets you watch American Netflix when you're in Ballymena. All right, it's the thing that lets you watch American Amazon when you're in Lisburn. All right, don't have to get a £500 flight anymore to see the new Family Guy for free. Watch it in your own house. Get on NordVPN. It also gives you enhanced security when you're online, which is always good. That's what you want. It's got you totally covered. You can set it up so that you click on it when you're going online. You can choose to switch it on and off, or you can have it switched on all the time and it's automatic. So get over to NordVPN/noblasters. Huge discounts there, and it's well worth doing. You've got better security. You've got, you know, if you're looking up things that you shouldn't be looking up, right? If that's what you're doing, NordVPN protects you. Stop your mummy from seeing all your dirty wee searches, right? NordVPN, do that now. We're also sponsored today by Joxer in Hollywood, opening a new place in Bangor as we speak. If it's not already open, get there. It's open every day. It's open late Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think. Get there. If you've heard me talk about chaffles, you know that means chicken and waffles. It's one of the best things you can put in your mouth, right? And I've sampled quite a lot of different things. The Philly cheesesteak, very dirty steak and cheese sandwich with peppers and onions. I asked today, could I have mayonnaise with it? They brought me freshly made garlic mayo. Enhanced my day. It did make my breath absolutely jiving, to be fair. But that's because the garlic was so fresh. It was absolutely lovely. They're an extremely accommodating cafe, lovely staff, lovely atmosphere, just a good time. I promise you now, see if you go and have a plate of chicken and waffles in it, you will fucking not be disappointed. It is unreal. Please go. I also finish my chaffles with a wee latte, and you can get that to go where you can sit in. Sometimes they do buns, or rather they do buns all the time. Sometimes I get one. I recommend plate of chicken and waffles, sit for a wee while, have a laugh, then get yourself a 15 and a wee latte and walk out. You'll thank me for it later. When I was doing Goblin King, some guy ran over to me at the end of the shows, grabs me outside for a photo, and he goes, "Mate, I went to Joxer just because you told me." And I went, "Yes, mate, you and the rest of the world, do it. Go to Joxer today. You'll thank me for it." Hello and welcome to this episode of No Blasters with me, Kieran Bartlett and Sally P. I'm joined today, I nearly dropped it. I'm joined today by Northern Ireland's premier
I don't know what you're going to say.
actor. Joined today by, do you prefer actor or actress?
It depends if I've got my dick on or not.
We're straight in. Diona Doherty, what about?
I do Doherty. Doherty. Yeah, I always do Doherty. I always say I'm a Haggerty if I'm ringing the doctors or a Chinese. And I'm Doherty if I'm...
Unreal. If I'm ringing the doctors or Chinese, I think I'm still registered to my... This is probably illegal. I'm still registered to my GP near my ma's house, even though I live nowhere near it. And my wife is registered, might as well be the GP in Russia right now, like, 'cause she's so far away from the family home. But
do you have to be close to where
you're supposed to, like, it's supposed to be your local,
your catchment
but
area?
like I don't know if I want anybody in Lisburn looking at my wee feet or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know.
Or you're dead, because you have to go and if you're a girl, you have to get a smear test done, and I'd rather get a smear test done 6 miles from the house.
Yeah, exactly. That's amazing. I as a guy, you tend to wait until something is actually physically dead on you before you go to the doctor about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, my hand's dead and it's all black, and you're like, fix it.
Is it? Or no, you're saying that?
No, I'm saying, no, my hands are just very small. They might as well be
maybe
dead.
yours stopped growing when you were like 11.
It was, yeah, because I didn't go see about it. I had took one of the quicks out of my nails, killed my hand.
But if you'd have rang the doctors when you were 11 to get an appointment, you'd be still waiting on that appointment, so your hands would be...
They love that around Norway. They love, like, a ring in, and we'll decide over the phone if you're worthy of a journey.
Aye.
Like, are you worthy to come in? And you're like, no, do you know what, though? Never been a better time to get antibiotics on the sly.
Why?
Because you can just ring in now and go, need antibiotics, and they go, all right.
Well, I think this whole thing about, ring in and the receptionist will triage you is just a fucking tactic for nosy bitches.
You've absolutely nailed the word on that, by the way.
Yeah.
The receptionist will triage you. That's exactly what they do now.
It's full bullshit.
I love that, though.
I love how they probably had a staff meeting one day, and like wee Barbara on reception was all, my Dr. Gormley, I'll find out.
Is that Glenn Gormley, is it?
Mr. Glenn Gormley. I'll find out what's wrong with them, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah, it's sort of like when one of my sisters, Ruth, worked in Boots in the 90s, thought she was a pharmacist. Like, she worked probably
on
like
fucking Urban Decay.
Feeling your glands, and I'm like, will you fuck off? Yeah, she was a moron. She was studying law and thought she knew medicine, and I'm like, you're studying law at Huddersfield, Roisin. Get out.
Although,
you know what I mean?
If you were I worked in Boots as well, and I do know medicine now. And people would come in and get not morphine. Maybe it is morphine. Drug addicts would come in and
they're looking codeine and all. Yeah.
No, they were doing this thing when I worked there for drug addicts, and you would go to a wee hatch and they'd give you a wee shot of something.
Oh, methadone, is it? For heroin addicts, isn't it? Methadone.
It was something so they'd be less likely to go and take heroin in the street.
Aye, methadone is like the wee camera version of it that flies around. That's mental. I hate going to doctors. Like, I really hate it, because I mean, obviously they just go, do you know you're fat? I'm like, no. They just no matter what you go in with, the same shit.
They'll go, oh, it's because of that. I know.
You can literally go in with a wound, and they'll go, oh, it's because you're fat. It's because you're clumsy. And I'm like, I'm not clumsy. Yeah. I do have fine motor skills, but I do also love a late night drive through. Anyway, shall we? What is your FIFA experience?
Never ever. I've only turned FIFA off on a badly behaved teenager.
That is such a fucking great sentence. I've only ever turned it off. That's amazing.
I've only ever confiscated this.
Yeah.
So I've never chosen to have. Although this isn't great, Nick. This one, the ones in our house are fucking chewed.
These are fresh.
They are fresh.
The one in my house is fucking grim.
Is yours a wee shiny black one? I have a matte black.
Is it?
I feel like mine's must be more modern, because matte black's definitely preferable.
I think this is the one that maybe comes with it, and that's the one that we had to buy because we're dickheads and didn't have a spare one. But what was I going to say?
Do we get to choose a team?
Yeah. So normally what we do is we'll randomise, but you should just pick one. Pick a good team.
Well,
and I'm gonna randomise.
I have my own team.
I love the Heinz.
I've made myself I haven't made it. I've got.
Heinz. Did you make this?
This is our team top. No, didn't make it. The sponsors made it. Daddy's, Lidl's Own, Heinz, Tesco, and Del Monte.
Unbelievable.
We're called Narso, normalised red sauce and everything. Football club.
That's amazing.
That's us.
That's amazing. Very good.
Have you got us on this?
I'll check. I'll see what league we're in. I'm gonna be this premier side from China. You should be anybody. Pick a good team.
So Northern Red Sox and Everything Football Club isn't on this.
It's not. They're not on this
Here,
version of
when you're
FIFA.
telling me to choose one, which buttons?
Oh, just pick a good team and
This is
then
me
press
doing it,
A.
isn't it?
Yeah,
How many options are there?
literally probably. How many teams are on this? Like 1,000 odd.
What for?
So, like-
West Ham. West Ham's making me feel hungry.
So what? What's your? Oh, we need to wait.
Keep going.
Oh, sorry. What's your football experience? Are you a football fan, or does it melt you, or like?
I thought it doesn't. Football does. Do you know what? I used to find football really cringe.
Right.
And I sort of ruined it for like Sean, my husband,
Right.
because I used to be like, catch yourself on. Do you know what we talk? We've been playing really badly this season. You've been sat in your sofa. Fuck off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I got.
We haven't been doing nothing.
Somebody said that. Somebody said the wee thing to me when I was like about 17 or 18. I was doing the wee chat, and they
Yeah.
were like, "It's not wee." And since then, I don't like to be cut down like that. And I remember the feeling of being stroked and going, I'll always just call it United now. United this, United that. But yeah.
So I've made him feel like a right ball bag about being into football. So now I feel really bad that I'm all like, oh, well, also, my daughter loves kicking balls. She's one, you put a ball in front of her, she'll kick
Loves it, yeah. Loves it. Nah, I used to watch pretty much everything. Like I would watch any teams playing, like, and I used to bet on it and all, like, and I loved it. But I just tend to watch United now. But which is shite, to be fair.
Do you know who'll do? Wolves.
Do you want to be Wolves?
Because they sound a wee bit exotic.
It
don't
is.
they?
It's a good badge as well. They'll have a good badge. I'm gonna go. If you want to go classic Wolves shirt, it's like an orangey colour.
It's throwing me because I'm over there and you're over here on the screen. Am I
It's
over
okay
there?
though. It'll all change on the pitch. It's okay.
Okay.
But if you want to go for either the orange or the black kit,
What are you doing?
I'll stick with this white one here.
Right, well then I have to do one that's easy to see. That's not that, so I'll do the black.
Probably. Ah,
yeah.
Good.
Because maybe
Now,
eyesight's not
Do
good.
you need to go through your team, or are you happy with what the game provides?
They fucking
They've done
Beyonce
it.
could be playing there.
I know, yeah. She would be an amazing footballer.
She'd be headbutting it though.
Yeah, I
Wrong
think
sport.
I think she'd be good because
Should I be doing something?
no, not really. This is just a wee loading thing, so we're good, right?
But
I think Beyonce would be good because she does a lot of that running from side to side on stage.
Yeah.
So like
Drills.
diagonal runs and whatnot, like, you know what I mean? That's what she's all about.
She's also extremely athletic.
She is. Do you know what I like? Do you ever see? I've seen a couple of those documentaries that she's done, where she asks for something and people sort of give her like a bullshit version of it, and she just calls it out immediately. So like there was one where she was doing like an audience with what do you call them? That's you on the
Am I
ball.
playing?
Yeah, you're doing well.
It's fucking hilarious.
So she
I think I have the ball longer than
you do. Hear me at your passing game's unbelievable. So like she was doing a thing for ITV, and she was like, I want the stage, I want everything, I want people's instruments to be I can't get the ball, this is fucking crazy.
Am I shooting under here?
Nah, the other one, the other
sorry.
net, yeah.
That's
you're
what's
right.
that. So who's that boy there? You?
No, that's all you. I'm in the white kits.
No, but they're now and seeing that goal post
That's you.
thing.
That's your keeper.
So I've been kicking to myself and back.
Yeah. So I haven't touched the ball. Like,
Right, go on ahead. Beyonce.
oh, here we go. This is it. This is the chance. Oh mate, here we go. Wee chance.
Ah no!
Oh,
Yes.
here you keep it well. Yeah. So she was like, I want everything white, and like she gets there, and like half the costumes are like off white, and loads of it's like they're lighting it with purple and fucking blue lights, and she's like, immediately just goes, I fucking said white. It's just like, I love that. She cracks it, and people fucking react and shit themselves.
Do you know why?
She's paying for them all.
She's got that off Jay-Z. Beyonce wouldn't have been like that in her teens.
Oh, do you think?
I think he's come in and he's all don't take no shit.
What's
babe.
your view of him? I don't really like him very much.
Just usually from down here.
I'm not a great fan of his. I don't really like his music or anything.
Oh really? Did you watch the Kanye West documentary?
No,
The
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's
Is it worth
called.
it?
Is it called Jesus?
Oh, that one that's just out. No, I haven't seen
On
that
Netflix.
yet.
It's really good. And Jay-Z's not, and the whole time he's licking Jay-Z's arse. Like,
Oh, really?
He's a real sucker hole. And the whole time he's like desperately trying to be Jay-Z's mate.
He's a real sucker.
He's desperately trying to be his friend. I forget which bit was I using. Was I using this? Does this and this do the same thing? The circle and the arc.
Yeah, but you're better off using this. It's easier.
I couldn't remember.
The wee stick.
I think I'm doing the buttons, old school.
No, I haven't watched that yet. I see. I don't fucking really like him either. I'm not. I mean, to be fair, I'm not really into that type of music that much. But like, I prefer big old school beats. I'm not. I don't really like.
Do you mean like Maniac 2000?
Yeah, no, like earlier rap and like stuff. Definitely like Eminem and like Dre and Snoop would be more my vibe.
Snoop
Yeah.
is the maddest fucker to have ever been born. He's 109 years old.
I know his Twitch is fucking hilarious. If you have seen it, like where he plays he plays games and people film him and all. Have you seen this? Snoop's Twitch. It's
He
fucking
hasn't a fucking notion what to be at.
Yeah.
Do you know my ma's called Donna, right?
Right.
And speaking of Snoop, Donna from Derry. But my dad used to call my ma Maradona because she had footballer's legs.
Unbelievable. I thought it was because she had the hand of God. Yeah, that's fucking. I don't know. There's something about Snoop that makes me very happy. I love that. I see
Something
that
about him that makes me feel abused just watching him. Like,
see the Ali did though for. Is it for Just Eat? Where he's like, tacos to the chateau, please. I'm like, this is fucking unreal.
here, did you ever see Kevin Bacon in the
In like three mobile ads?
And he's all like, hey, you might be expecting me to make a joke, but I'm not going to do that. And you're all, nobody's expecting you to make a joke. Kevin, you're the least funny fucking guy on TV. You guys are expecting me to come in here and chuckle. Fuck off,
Apparently,
Kevin.
at the beginning, you know the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? That like you
Yes.
can pick that game. Oh man, I need to win this. Anyway,
Am I winning?
no, it's a draw. It's a draw right now. But to be fair, I don't know any of these players. But
Does that make a difference?
it's just they're not very good. Like you've never heard of them. I know the players in your team. Like, so defensive prowess. So the what was I gonna say?
Kevin
what the fuck?
Bacon?
Yeah. So like that 6 degrees of separation thing. Apparently to begin with, he fucking really hated that, and then realised he was being a dick, and now like fully loves that now.
He hated the three ads.
No, the 6 degrees of separation thing, which is like you can pick anyone in Hollywood,
And they're all connected.
within 6 degrees, they're all connected to Kevin Bacon. Right?
Yeah. He hated that. Now he embraces it.
Yeah, he hit. Oh, here you're doing your best. He hated it, and then apparently now he's all about it.
But then that's also like, do you remember James Blunt was like, stop making fun of me?
And now
he's
his Twitter's brilliant, to be fair.
But this is the best thing to do, right? Is embrace what people like. If you're ginger,
yeah,
own it.
Yeah,
Be all like, look how ginger I am.
Definitely.
And then everyone will be all. Oh,
Definitely don't do what some
slagging,
wee lad did in the year below me in school, and try to dye your hair black yourself.
Yeah.
And it goes purple around the edges. And
The edges.
Yeah.
At the end.
yeah,
It's not a plate.
no, because he had like a shaved head, but it was like longer than this. But he dyed it, and it went literally like a really weird purpley color. Like,
Fuck me. I am saving the goals here.
I know, yeah.
It's wild.
So here, I was talking to Sean about this the other day. So we first met, if you remember, on a open top
Belfast
double
Tours
decker.
bus.
Yeah, when we were doing Sketchy with Damon Core.
Do you know what? I actually said that to Shane on his podcast too.
Did you?
Yeah, because we were being. What was this idea behind it? There was like a.
It was a fake claim thing, wasn't it? So the sketches I was in anyway, with you were like a claim thing. So like, it was us and that guy, older guy, Patch Conley.
Oh my God, that's right.
And they were. And they were. They were. The idea was Patch would step out in front of the bus, get knocked down. Your keeper's having the game of his life, by the way. And then.
I mean, I am.
And then we would get whiplash claims for being on the bus.
Yes. So did you get chucked off the bus or did I? Somebody.
It was like a dummy of somebody, wasn't it? I think it might have been a dummy of you because they'd used the dummy of me
Down the escalator?
In the escalator.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I got chucked off the bus then.
Do you remember shooting that escalator thing?
Yeah. And
Kieran, run faster 8 times. I'm like, I can't. I have one speed, and then
on and off.
Yeah. still and dying, and
But you know when you think that this is going to be a big break,
I know, mate. Yeah,
you haven't got one line.
you realise I had no lines.
I had no lines.
Did you not?
No.
I thought you had a couple.
I had no fucking lines.
I had no lines.
I didn't cut them.
I had faces, like it was in the script.
Pull faces.
Here, do you know what my character was called? Fat Alan.
That's rude.
They brought me in. They brought me in for an audition, and I'm like, "This is it, lads. Fucking, this is it. Get Ricky Gervais's real estate agent on the phone, right? Because I've made it."
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I went in to look at it, and they went, "Have we read the script there? One of these sketches, see what you think." And they were like, "Dermot's playing David Claim, so you
Yes,
just
that's right.
read the other ones, right?" And I went, "Right, okay." Left the sketch. The character names were Gentleman Jack brackets 60s. What was your name?
Pam.
Pam. And then Fat Al. And I went, I wonder which one they want me to read for. And then I say read. It was faces.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just,
They think I had to do that.
I just had to do faces. And then in the background of one of the sketches, there was like a grotty like sitting out for a few hours, fucking McDonald's cheeseburger. And I had to like put it, like I had to like pretend to like eat it. And I'm like, can we get one that's like made today?
So was
please?
this? So you had to eat that in your audition?
No,
or
on
Oh
on
right,
camera,
yeah. Because I was like, that's definitely against equity guidelines. I don't know if it is or not, but I know you're not allowed to kiss someone in an audition.
Really? Because
Well,
it's
just
because
because-
it's creepy.
It's just because like we don't need
casting
to
couch.
see. Like it's not.
Sorry,
Did you score?
no, your keeper is having the fucking game of his life.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm controlling him.
Can we get that clip of Diona just saying I'm controlling him like that? We'll just use it.
And then I'll put my hand up your arse.
That's funny.
Thanks. I'd love to be at a gig for audience members just to go, that's funny. That's funny. Do that bit again.
Speaking of gigs, we'll have to talk about one that we shared. That was fucking. I think.
I know we're going to talk about
I know.
pugs.
Aye, mate. I think we've only done one or two together, haven't we?
I think so. They
Gigs-wise?
keep us apart, Kieran.
Yeah.
They don't want the. They want to
that
keep
dream
the
team.
roof.
Yeah.
They haven't got the insurance.
That fucking gig, mate. Have you ever wanted to stab Dave Elliott more? I have.
Dave's a wee fuck pot because Dave said
He knew what he was doing. Like,
he fucking the wee crafty bastard goes that day. Oh guys, it's sold out. Should be a good one.
I remember him saying that to me.
Was it fuck sold out? It was a private hire.
A private hire by the PSN.
And and there was about 15 of them in, and that place could have held 40.
Aye, mate. I remember people. There was a couple of Pugs regulars at that time. Came up to the gig
Yeah.
and got turned away, and I was going, just fucking let them in, like, so we'll have a crowd. And oh my god,
Right, I mind that. People getting turned away.
Tom
Fuckers.
O'Mahony was like, why have you done this to me? I'm like, I didn't do anything to you. It's happening to me as well.
Yeah. Because he came up from.
Do you know what though? Yeah, he came all the way up from fucking the sticks, like.
Yeah.
I remember.
Am I
I
playing them?
hate the way you play this game, by the way, because it's actually quite good, and it shouldn't be.
It must be.
Like I've definitely come in here this morning going, I'm gonna win this. Like I'm just gonna win this, and it's gonna be over quickly. And
See, that's your problem. You've thought about it too
I know.
much. Whereas I've come in here.
I hate
I've taken
the
a few
passing
aspirin.
game. Here we go. This is it. There's a wee chance for me.
No!
The keeper.
Also, it's mad that we've been playing for 75 minutes.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I know, I haven't fucking scored yet. Game's near over. This is it though. I feel it now.
Okay.
This is a wee chance. That's a wee chance.
This,
Are you actually watching this?
I am nailing it. Do you know it'd be really funny if I was actually like, I play this constantly.
Yeah, you're.
Do you know what I mean? I'm all, oh, do you know how to do it? I'd be like, you know your woman, not Elle McPherson, we call her in Legally Blonde. She's like, I don't know the rules.
Reese
And then she's like,
Witherspoon. Yeah, and then she kills it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that. Or
I always felt that was that character is such a rip of Marissa Tomei's character in My Cousin Vinny.
I don't know that.
You haven't seen it? Oh, it's really good. I think she might have got an Oscar for that.
I doubt it.
No. Look that up. Look that up. See if I'm right about that. Oh my god, I love pulling like IMDb. This is it. I love pulling like IMDb information out of my asshole. Go on.
Oh,
I actually
shit.
nearly broke my fingers there on this
so
table.
raging.
We normally don't have a
Do you
table.
know what you need to do? Is just chill the fuck out of it.
But no, I live here, and then when things happen,
you go to there.
yeah.
That's what you should tell a doctor the next time you're in. The reason I'm in up
Kieran,
to
you
high
appear to
dose.
be quite hypertensive. Yes, doctor. Especially when you say things like that to me.
I'm doing well this.
You what?
1993.
She won it. Best supporting actress, mate. Unagi. There you go. Wisdom.
So my cousin Vinny.
Yeah,
is
great
it a comedy?
show. It is a comedy. It's
Do you know it's unusual for somebody to win an Oscar for a
know,
comedy
yeah.
movie?
It's Joe Pesci.
Well then.
It's Ralph Macchio.
Look at me holding the ball! I didn't know I could lift it.
Your goalie can. It's Ralph Macchio, and it's well, I'll tell you in a wee second after.
Sorry, wee second there. I thought I was playing as if I was you for like 10 seconds.
Mate, I actually cannot believe this is fucking happening. See if you take a draw at it. Do you know what's mental about this?
Get down there.
I'm genuinely trying to fucking score.
See what's mental about this?
Here's
I'm
the chance.
pushing
This is
buttons.
Your keeper.
Stop saying you're a keeper.
No,
I'm playing.
your keeper is having the fucking game of his life.
I know. We've had a good pep talk before this began. You arrived here
Oranges
late.
at half time.
As well, which team we'll go for? I've been talking to your man all week about this game.
This passing shit is fucking. It actually works. Look at it. You can't fucking. See, because of this team as well, you can't get anywhere near it.
Kieran, I'm gonna play like this.
You just can't get near it though. These players are so fucking slow.
We see, try and score now. Not even fucking looking. Not even looking.
Can't even get the ball. I thought I had a chance. No. You've taken a result.
Did I win?
Yeah, it's a draw.
Oh,
But we'll
take that.
go to extra time now.
Wait.
But here, not a lot of people get the extra time.
right.
I can't believe, mate. This doesn't bode well for me playing Willie later today, does it? Oh fuck!
I
don't
pressed
know
the
what
button.
I know. I think it's golden goal. I think if somebody scores now, it's goal to winner. But we will do penalties if not.
See, I'm gonna do this
You
like
just doing
everything else.
your passing tactic.
Pass. I'm gonna run the clock out.
It's actually mental though because these guys, my team is slow as fuck.
Which way am I scoring? This way?
That way.
No, if you say that, though,
No, genuinely,
Right.
it changes.
You're doing a wee
at half
trickster.
time, yeah.
No, go down that way.
There's a wee chance. Now.
Shh.
There's a wee chance. Now.
Shh. No.
These players are fucking dung.
Wait, hold on.
It's fucking infuriating. It's infuriating. So yeah, that gig was fucking rare.
Because you were an angry boy that night.
I was raging
like
about that.
so annoyed. I remember getting on stage, right, and doing my set. No, all backs to me. All police officers
loads of them
backs to
sitting
me,
facing away from us and all.
eating their fucking dinner,
Yeah, it was rare.
and nobody was looking. And I remember you being like, "I'll fucking rip an arsehole open or something."
I was so raging. To be fair, although this game of FIFA wouldn't suggest it, I've calmed down greatly since then, especially around comedy.
Are you medicating yourself?
No, just I've become a human. I've decided not
Why
to
do you
be-
think you were so angry?
Comedy used to fucking wind me up. I definitely had the wrong attitude to it. I went through a period of having an attitude of just going like, fuck them, instead of going, I'm actually here to facilitate people having a good night out.
Well, sometimes, what should I play? Sometimes, did you score?
No.
I go to a gig going, now it depends how my day's been, but I go to a gig going, what a privilege to be these people's entertainment tonight.
Yeah, sometimes. But then I was definitely, that would have been once in a blue moon. I felt like that.
But then other times I go going, everything I'm about to say is shite.
Loads of times I'd be going, thinking, laugh or don't laugh, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just going to slap her. And I've changed. I changed that attitude.
Which is like, not the best if you're like the MC for the night and you're all,
No.
just fucking laugh at the next person.
Fuck you.
I know.
You can't be doing that. Like, oh, chant.
Do you want to hear my chant for my football team?
Yeah. Normalise red sauce.
No, my dress in everything football club. Shove your bright sauce up your hole. Up your hole. Shove your bright sauce up your hole. Up your hole. Brown sauce belongs in the wheelie bin. Red sauce for the win. For the win.
You're the only person that's come on this with their own chant. Here we go. This is it. Oh, mate.
Oh!
Is
Did you score?
Is it golden goal as well? I think it might be.
What's that mean?
Like, I think that might be the game over. I think it is. I think
Why?
it's goal to winner.
But how-
Because do you remember you goes, I pressed the button you pressed moved the option over that way, but I pressed A at the same time.
Right.
So I think that might be it.
Do you want, Kieran?
Look at these fans.
I'm happy for you because
I'm happy because
you needed that. I didn't.
I know. I do need it. That's like it's not even.
I have other things
Like,
going on today that'll bring happiness in my life.
When my ma came on this, I had to beat her. Like, I mean, there's no.
Did you beat her?
Yeah.
And
She beat herself. She scored an own goal and everything. But
did she? Fuck me, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
yeah. So what was I gonna say? How have you been finding stand up then? Because you were acting for ages.
Yeah.
And then
But I'm
moved
still
over into stand up.
yeah, but I'm doing both.
Yeah.
I think because I only started stand up about a year before the pandemic, but most people thought I'd already been doing it. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm doing stand up now, and then not the other comedians, but other like audience members.
Yeah.
Like, but you were already doing it. I was like, no, I wasn't actually.
Yeah.
I was doing sketches and some
comedy plays and stuff.
and comedy
yeah.
plays and stuff, but it wasn't stand up, which is a completely different ball game. So I only think this past year I've sort of went, right, I'm gonna really take it seriously because I just think my career is just going in that direction, like that trajectory, and I've only recently got a stand-up agent. I've just, like, consciously made the decision to
Yeah.
do that, so I think I'm like in that mind frame now where I'm like, no, I enjoy doing this
Aye.
so much.
But
Like,
when you started though, like it wasn't like. I think because you have been doing comedy plays and things like that, you're
I had a foot in the door.
But you can, and you get like, you just get comedy like, and you were getting like on stage and all, like when I sort of had a similar experience probably because I was doing music, so like before, so you sort of at least are used to being on stage and
You have a stagecraft.
you know where to put your hands when you're not at the mic and all, because like sometimes like I have this problem now actually because I'm used to playing with doing comedy with the guitar.
Yeah.
When I take a guitar off, my hands are like
They have a world of their own.
I don't even know what to do with them.
But
and I stand like a slows as if I am fucking holding the guitar. It's very weird.
But it's like if you're doing acting and you like they go like action and you're all what? How do you drink from a cup?
I know.
You're all you forget how to do everything. I've soaked this fucking self. You forget how to you literally forget to do everything, and then because I remember filming something one time and I asked the stupid. Oh, my hair came down over my face in the middle of a scene. It was outside, and I literally continued. Like the girl from The Ring, just continued shooting the scene because I saw, I don't want to move this because I don't think she's supposed to. And the director was all, do you see if your hair covers your face? Can you just do that? And I was all, I don't want to make a big scene. I don't want to be like the focus of the scene by putting my hair back because everything, like you just forget normal, normal shit, how to do normal stuff.
I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know, like, any acting I've ever done has been like fairly daft stuff, like. So it's not like nobody's standing there going, fuck's sake, Kieran, get this, what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, mate. I find it quite like whenever we were even doing those like a play and all, see having to say the same stuff all the time, it fucking melts me. Like, but I hate that even stand up. Like my stand up, I like 3 shows in a row or 2 shows in a row. It's gonna be different for me. Do you know what I mean?
See, I like the
structure.
I like the structure, and I like knowing like it like the back of my hand. Whilst willing to be totally flexible with whatever happens there and then, I like knowing. Like Sean, whenever Sean, he's like, he doesn't know what joke he's going to tell next.
Yeah,
like, that makes me want to fucking die.
Nah, I love that.
I hate that. I
Yeah.
couldn't. I'm too much of a control freak.
I know, like, I have, like, I'll structure something so it's, like just bullet points.
Yeah.
But, like, within that,
No.
You can't just go up and read bullet points for, if you're doing 20 or something. I'll maybe have, like, 4 or 5 bullet points for 20, and then just fucking, and I have jokes that I know how I'm going to say them.
Yeah.
But, like, it's all just in a wee flow. I love that.
But then, do you know what? I think that's a sign of a better comedian and experience. Whereas
It's probably
feel
experience.
new, like still quite new, and I'd be like, oh, I just want to know what I'm gonna say.
But I think the next step for me is to get back to doing. It is structured.
Aye.
I think you go when you start, it's too structured.
Aye.
Then you go into the period I'm in now,
have
which
the
is like I'm
confidence.
doing whatever the fuck I please, and then there's gonna be like
A wee mixture.
a bit where it's pretty structured. Like I saw a couple of those Kevin Hart shows, and people like he's coming out and doing nearly the same show, but like he makes like tiny changes, but it makes a big improvement, like tiny changes.
And does it make a big improvement?
It does, yeah. So like he changed a bit, just like the order of a bit, and it just immediately was way better, and you understood more what he was on about.
Yeah.
And it made like he was sort of talking about like he has so many followers on social media stuff that he could just like, you know, he can be like, I'd cripple your business, right?
Yeah.
That's funny, but then he just changed the order of it slightly and said one or two sentences differently, where he was like, here guys, you know, if you can't seat 80 people at this table, like I'm gonna be so angry. It just immediately makes it better. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to like when I make changes, I just like totally forget everything and go on stage and go, here's a song about like, you know, fucking killing your ma. You know,
Have you ever tried to run a business online?
run a business? No, I don't think so. I've written snidely worded emails to businesses when they fuck me about.
But privately, like directly.
Yeah.
Oh, I've went online.
Have you? You've done it. You've done the odd.
I've done the odd thing.
odd review, the odd 1-star.
The odd. Well, I'll do even one better. I went on. This is years ago. I bought Sean a key. Oh, do you know he uses a wee mini keyboard on stage?
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, I went and bought him one year for his birth. His birthday's in December, so it's before Christmas too. Obviously, that's the way it works. That's how December
I
goes.
hate the December birthdays though. My nephew
Yeah.
has one. His birthday's 10 days before Christmas. I always feel bad because I'm like, kind of just want to spend like an extra $5 on your Christmas present. Like,
I have a Christmas Eve cousin. Like, that's shit, isn't
That's
it?
unacceptable.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
So I went and bought him one of those wee mini keyboards from an electronics, this is the key word, electronics place in Belfast. And I thought, oh, because it has a plug.
I think I might know the shop you're talking about.
I think it's called.
Electronics store. I think that's what it's called.
It wasn't being too it wasn't fucking no smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
And so I bought a mat and I brought it home, and he was all, this is one that's like a DJ uses. You have to plug it to a laptop, and it's like digital.
A MIDI keyboard.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And
You use them in studios, yeah.
it was digital, and he was all, I can't use this on stage. And I was like, oh shit. I literally phoned him. It was like 2 hours after I bought it, and I was all here.
It's the
I've
wrong
already
thing.
done one. He's a comedian. It's not the wrong thing. He can't use it. And they were all, you can't bring it back. We don't do any refunds.
Fuck off.
And I says, but this is the conversation I had. I says, but when I was on there, I said, is this something that like can be? It's for someone to plug in and use on stage. And you were like, yes. And they were all, well, it can be used on stage, but it has to be plugged into a laptop. And then he was like, and then the guy on the phone goes to me, you never asked whether or not it was a keyboard that can be used as a keyboard or a keyboard that can be used hooked up to a laptop. And I went, if I was fucking buying a violin, would I have asked you, is it one that needs a laptop?
Yeah.
Why would I ask you if this musical instrument needs a fucking laptop to work? That's mental.
That is mental.
And he was like, well, and they wouldn't give me a refund. So I started a whole hate campaign online. I put it up and it got a fuck ton. And do you remember N.I. Gossip Guy?
Yeah.
He had loads of people on his page and he shared it, and it sort of went like, it got a wee bit of traction.
A wee bit of viral.
Aye.
Yeah.
And loads of people were like, this is disgrace. And I was all 3 weeks before Christmas and all, and I'm out hundreds of pounds and I can't even feed my cat and all for Christmas. And I was like gutted. And then they eventually messaged me and were all, if you had just handled this privately, we would have sorted it out. And I was like, you lying bastards. I was all,
I hate that.
phone G's, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd give you the violin spiel.
A business that says I won't do a refund, like they're asking for shit, like.
Yeah.
Also, they that same shop had, what did they have off our Kevin? I want to say they had like a speaker or something off our Kevin, and they had it for literally.
Like borrowed it.
No, like he needed a repair.
Oh,
I
right.
think it was a speaker.
It's like, what?
I think it was a speaker, and they had it for literally like 3 months, and he was like, "Can I just get that back?" And I'm like, "No, hang on, we're fixing it. We're gonna fix it today." And he's like, "Right," and I think it needed a couple of just parts changed in it, and mate, they rid him for that, like, and it was all this part. Then the guy had to import the part, and Kev's like,
Such bullshit.
"This is fucking shit. Like, you know,
Such
you've
bullshit.
had it forever." Yeah, I don't like it in there.
Do you know what? But no, I know. And to be honest, I think they near shut down because of my Facebook post.
What's your favourite business in town, like in Belfast? Is there a business that you're like, I go there all the time? Because I have a couple of them.
Okay, I fucking love Poundland.
Really?
I mean, everything's a pound. Like,
But loads of it's shite though.
oh, but I love shite. Like, you'll go into Poundland going, right, I need, like, a fish slice.
An egg lifter, as I call it in my house.
I use it as an egg lifter.
Yeah.
I don't use it as fish slice.
I don't think I've ever sliced fish with it.
I've never, ever, ever fucking sliced fish. I use it as an egg. Although, as well, we cook our fried eggs on a pancake maker. Fucking thank me later.
Good.
Because they're perfect.
Yeah, because they're
No
not
crispy
no
bit.
stick.
Yeah. Unreal.
Good.
Anyway, good. Good for your wee eggs. But you go into Poundland and, like, you spend a tenner and you'll come out with, like, loads of fun shit. They do the best sweets.
They do. For sweeties and shit.
For sweeties.
Poundland or what's the one over our Home Bargains.
Home Bargains is Beezer.
I love Home Bargains. Do you know what one I don't like? B&M.
No, I don't like B&M.
No, I don't like B&M. There's something about B&M. It's like a smelly version of Home Bargains. I mean, among pound shops, Home Bargains is there for me.
Yeah.
Poundland's like there. Old school pound stretcher just below that, and now it's like I don't even think there are pound stretchers anymore.
There's a pound stretcher near me, but it's to be fair, it's doing a closing down sale.
Do you know what shop I miss? Like fuck, Extravision. Like I really miss Extravision. I used to love going there. You know, you go on a Friday and you would get two movies and like a fucking
popcorn.
A popcorn or
Yeah.
like a Dorito. I used to love going in and getting a wee Dorito.
What? Oh, a Dorito.
And like a 2 litre Coke or something.
You love
Diet
your
Coke.
abbreviating.
I do, yeah. A wee
Your
Dorito.
abbreves.
I love that.
Because you used to go around and you used to like read the back of them, the wee blurb.
It was more of a conscious decision as well. Because like when we're watching stuff on Netflix or Amazon,
Too easy to remember.
we do a 10-minute rule, where we go, let's give it 10 minutes. If both of us are like, this is dog shit, it's off. But then you could potentially miss out on something good there. It's just because the choice is so wide now.
If you've went to Extravision and 10 minutes have passed and you hate it, you're going to watch that
You're watching the whole
fucker
thing.
till the end.
You're watching all of it.
But what you'll do in despair is you'll not rewind
That's
it.
exactly what I said. You won't rewind.
You'll be a cunt.
Be kind, rewind, up your doof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You not rewind. Our Extravision sometimes just to run out of the, do you know the covers? They put them under the
Wee fake
generic
covers, yeah.
But you'd get the real one.
Yeah. That was exciting.
I love getting the real one.
I remember like our Extravision started doing a thing then when something had like been watched like, you know, 1 million times. They would sell you them for fuck all.
Oh really?
Like a wee sellout. But like if it was a tape, if it was a DVD, it didn't fucking matter. It might be scratched, but it'd still work. But like if it was a tape, there's a chance like you'll be halfway through fucking Platoon and you'll not find out what happens to Charlie Sheen. Like
we used to record, like you know, you recorded on your VHS as well.
Oh yeah.
I used to record, so we used to have like box sets that we would make ourselves.
Yeah.
And we would have Sister, The Simpsons.
Sister.
Oh my God, Sister.
Oh, do you remember they had such a sassy theme tune?
Sister, never knew how much I missed you.
Unreal.
Something, some family tree. And history. Sister. Also, Lisa Landry.
She was a gag. She was very funny.
Here, did she not fucking land her feet?
Why? How has she
Ended up in that big house. Lisa is the ma.
You're talking about in the show. I thought you were meaning like that actress.
No, she
That's
takes her
fucking
daughter
funny.
shopping one day for a jumper or dungarees or something, whatever they're into.
And ends up in a fucking five. Ends up in a 5-bed and a will they won't they with Ray.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Unreal.
she is absolutely stealing a living.
Yeah. Do you know their wee brother, the two girls, their wee brother,
In real life.
was the lead in Smart Guy. Do you remember Smart Guy?
Yes!
That's their brother.
I know.
I loved Smart Guy.
I couldn't get into it because
No, it's really funny.
I like the female lead. So Sister, there was so every Christmas in our house we used to you had to get up and do like a party trick.
Yeah.
We didn't call it a party trick. We called it do
Like
something.
doing your turn.
Yeah, do your wee bit. And I remember one year, so my uncle used to go through girlfriends like fucking knickers, right? And one year, he was going with a girl who had these couple of kids.
Which is better than going through knickers like girlfriends.
Yes, that's fucking stinking. Well, not for quite hygienic for my uncle. And one year, this teenage girl was there, and I was maybe about 7 or 8, and she did disco dancing.
Right.
And she was doing her bit, and she disco danced her way around our living room and took a chandelier down with her foot. But I was like, fuck, she's really good at that. I need to do something, right? So in the next year, I
love it. A year of
a whole year. By this stage, she was nowhere to be seen because of the new girlfriend.
Right.
So I learned a song from Sister, and Tia.
Yeah.
Which one's the one who's the skip rat? Tamira.
The smart one's Tia, and Tamara's the one who was brought up rich.
Yeah. So she was doing a song. She just had her heart broken, and she was like a bluesy, and it was like a song contest. And I was only about 7 or 8, and I learned the song, and I got up and sang it. And my ma was like, what the fuck is my 7-year-old singing about? I saw, boy, you hurt me so bad. Why you do me so wrong? It was like, why can't we just make out? Like, it was all this fucking like really heavy shit. And my mom, I got up and all the adults were like, what the fuck is she singing about?
Oh mate, that's amazing.
It was brilliant.
That was a great show. Marcus, do you remember? Or no, but not Marcus. Marcus is fucking
Roger.
Roger, go home, Roger.
Go home, Roger.
So good. There was good shows on at that time, but
Sabrina
was amazing. I was about do you remember the one she did before that was called
Clarissa?
I hated that.
Yeah.
I hated it was a knockoff. It was absurd, and it used to fucking do you know when like you're too young to go, I don't like absurdist comedy, but
Yeah.
you know you don't like it. You know what I mean?
So in Clarissa, she one time was given a like a school assignment where she had like sit up all night and was it watch TV straight for 24? It was watch TV straight for 24 hours. And at this time, I think TV stopped at like 3 a.m, so she just watched White Noise for like 5 hours straight.
Oh man!
But I remember her packing like snacks and like prepping for like she was up in her room the whole time and she like, had to watch it. It was like this like social experiment she was doing for school and she was like writing a paper on it or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna do that, but I didn't have a TV in my room. But what I did have was a keyboard.
A MIDI one or like a
no, one that worked with an amp. Yeah. And I brought this keyboard and it was like a what do you call a Yamaha? It was a wee Yamaha. I got it for Christmas.
Yamaha, yeah.
And I went down and I got my ma's picnic basket for the summer and I filled it with snacks and all, right? I went up to my room and that's all. I'll do my version of this and I'll play the keyboard for 24 hours straight in my room with a basket of snacks. I
think that's what Mozart used to do.
Yeah. And I just sat and played chopsticks. Eating a club orange. For about 5 minutes.
See in Clarissa when her mate used to come in through the window, there was this really annoying there was a really annoying guitar, like a wee segue on the guitar. Just went and I used to go, I fucking, on our Sheila loved that show, but I used to be sitting there going, like a man's rage inside a child's body. I hated that, but
that's what made your hands stump.
I know, yeah, just anger.
It's all that anger.
Because I was sitting like that for 4 years. I fucking loved Sabrina though. That was a great show.
Yeah.
The guy, what do you call him? Penn
Zach
from Penn and Teller was in that.
No, not Zach. What do you call the guy? Harvey. Winkleman.
Harvey, was it Winkle? Harvey.
Winkle.
Harvey Kinkle.
Harvey Kinkle. Harvey Winkleman.
Yeah, it's close. I loved that. I loved. There was a guy who was in that. I really liked him. He was in Numbers as well. Did you ever watch Numbers?
No.
Right, so Numbers is like a show. Oh mate, Numbers is a crime procedural about a maths genius who helps his brother, FBI agent, solve crimes. Right. I bought the box set of it recently, thinking I'll relive the glory days here. Chloe will probably enjoy this. We did one episode of it. Chloe's like, this doesn't go on this house again. This is fucking, this is dog shit. This is dog shit. To be fair, it hasn't aged great. But one of the guys in that was he was like Sabrina's like fucking like assistant guy. Like what did they call him? Or Sheila would know what his name was.
He was in Sabrina though?
Yeah, he was in Sabrina for ages. I know his real name, which is mental.
Was he in the witch world or the human world?
What?
Was he in the witch world or the...
He was magic, yeah. And he was called like, it wasn't this, but he was called like the Inquisitor or something like that.
Right.
He was like a wee guy that had to like examine her. Do you know what I mean? As a, not in like a fucking medical way.
Yeah, he done her smears.
Just pop up on the couch. No,
Alakazam!
Get in them stirrups. And no, it was.
But I think there's so many shows haven't aged well because I obviously like Friends. Like everyone loves Friends. Friends is class.
Except for Generation Zers who are like, or Generation Zs.
Zs.
That are like, This is problematic.
Yes.
See that phrase? It's problematic.
It's problematic.
Jam it up your hole. Do you know what to do? Don't say something's problematic. I had this conversation with a mate of mine. We've both said the exact same things. They're like, we've both lectured and we've both been dicks. We've both been arseholes to students. But I know when someone's going, this is problematic. I know I get my big red marker out. And I don't write like that with it. I write like that with it because I'm raging. And I'm
Over
like,
a paper?
I'm like, don't write problematic. Tell me what the problem is. Oh! And then, because I hate that, say what the problem is. Don't go, that's problematic.
I know. Like,
just go, that's racist, that's whatever.
don't say it's problematic.
Just go, problematic.
Yeah.
You know, it's misogynistic.
But my
Because that's what
problem-
people are saying about Friends.
but my
that
problem with
Joey's a
Friends
misogynist.
is that they're lazy fuckers.
They do none.
Because they
Ross
do.
is the only one that works, and even then, he's never in the museum.
But he's never. Well, I don't even mean their characters. I mean the actors are lazy bastards because you see.
Apart from Jennifer Aniston.
When the camera's on them, they're there, and then you shit to do over the shoulder, and it's just some fucker in a wig.
That is true. No, that is true. Yeah, there's
like,
loads of that. Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Coverage.
They'll let one take, and then when you go on Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston's off having her fucking tuna salad.
That is weird. I thought you were meaning they're lazy in terms of what they've done since Friends.
Well, do you think since then that
Apart from Jennifer Aniston, I think they've all, and actually David Schwimmer, because he's directed some good stuff, but they've all done.
Joey did Joey?
I hated Joey.
No, I gave Joey a go again recently, and it actually is all right,
Do you know
but
what I
it
don't
is
like about it,
extremely
though?
problematic.
Yeah, do you know what I don't like about it though? He's not like Joey in it. Like he's unsuccessful at things that he's previously good at, and I'm like, this is balls.
And he's not as funny because he's like
It's like a more emotional thing,
he's too serious.
and you're going, this is balls.
He's learning
'Cause
too much.
He's not like us. Yeah, I didn't like that. If I was doing a spin-off from Friends, I definitely would have stuck with maybe like Chandler, because he's the funniest one in it for me.
If you were gonna play one of those characters, who would you, one, love to play the most, and two, feel like you're most like in real life?
Chandler, probably. I'm always
For both those answers?
Yeah, just like emotionally stunted but making jokes. You know,
I would
small
want
hands.
small hands, hand stunted.
What about you? Who would you?
I would want to play Ross
Right.
because I just think David Schwimmer's a fucking genius comedy actor.
Amazing.
But I know I'm a Phoebe.
And
And it's a wee bit of a hard pill to swallow.
some of the best stuff that Schwimmer does in it is like physical stuff. Like see the episodes. There's an episode, you know, the wee arc they do with Bruce Willis.
Yes.
See the physical bit he does where he's trying to hide from Bruce Willis
Under
in
the
room,
bed.
and he just falls and just rolls under. Oh, that's up there with the, you know, the David Jason fall over at the bar thing and for Only Fools and Horses.
I think the one where he gets high on is the toffee. The maple toffee is fucking
that
great
is really
too.
funny. And I also enjoy the one he gets really exact. You know, one where he gets like over tanned.
Yes,
Love
and
that.
he does the spray tan.
Yeah.
I also think it's so weird that Joey ends up going with Rachel. Wee bit
That
incestual.
I don't like that. I don't like that whole bit. I don't like that whole story.
Do you know they used to get like £1 million an episode?
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it?
Like that's bananas.
Yeah. How much did you get for sketchy?
Fiver.
I was gonna say. I think I got that burger in the
I paid
audition,
him.
and then like, you know, a handshake.
But my father-in-law still, like, whenever I book jobs now, like, and I earn a living out of being an actor now or a comedian, and my father-in-law would still be like, do they, like, get your wee diesel money and stuff, aye? They sort you out at wee lunch, and I'm like,
my when I was doing comedy, when I was doing music, I wouldn't leave the house for free, like, right? I was always getting paid doing music, and then whenever I started doing comedy, for your first load of gigs,
just start off again.
Yeah, for first load of gigs, you're getting fuck all.
Yeah.
And then there'd be nights where people are like, it's a charity night, and you're like, yeah, how long do you need me to do? And they're like 20, and you're like, where is it? And they're like, Limba Valley, and you're like, yeah, I'll be there, no problem. What's the charity? The promoter's house, right? So you're like, okay, the promoter's household. So you're like, right, no worries. And my mum always used to be like, what are you getting for these? Are you getting something for these? I'd be like, I'm getting stage time. She'd be like, Jim, I don't like this. Right? And I'd be going, oh, right. And then, like, well after the point where I'm, like, getting paid, like, Mum would still be going, oh, yeah. You getting something? Like, yeah, I'm getting something.
Like, you can, Ma's are mad, though, because my ma,
I love it,
my ma gets everything wrong. Like, she'll go from 0 to 100 really quickly, and
Yeah.
you have to, like, reel her back in, but she's so easily influenced that you could go, no, that's wrong, and she'll go, what am I like? You know, like, really quickly. Like, I remember we were going to, like, it was a premiere of a film I was in, right, but it was in the Guildhall It was in the Guildhall in Derry. Like, it was just like a whole, like, it wasn't like a premiere. It technically was the premiere because it was the first time it was shown, but like, it was just, it wasn't fancy. And in the like brochure, like, I was the female lead on it, but in the brochure, it was like somebody else's name, this other girl's name under my photograph, and it was just lazy.
Oh,
like,
really?
somebody had went online and this girl's name was under a photograph of mine, and she was an extra in the movie.
Right, okay.
And it wasn't her fault. She'd went on and added her name to the IMDb database of that movie, and for some reason it ended up under a photograph of mine, and some daft cunt who was printing the fucking brochures wrote her name under my my still from the image from the movie. And I was all, say she was called Sheila. She wasn't, she was called Emma. My mom was like, who's this bitch? And I was like, no, I know what happened there. Like, it's not her fault. Like, it's somebody else's. Like, somebody's done a lazy job somewhere. Yeah. And then whenever the girl came to watch the movie, my mom was like, there's that Emma bitch. Do you know she's come? How she fucking showing her face around here?
That's amazing.
And I was like, it's nothing to do with her. And I'd be like, Mum, it's not her fault. And she'd be like, oh, right, jeez, what am I like? And so you just called her a fucking twat.
Yeah, my sister does that. Aurelie does that at things where you go, what are you, like, she'll stand in a group of comedians and go, where's so-and-so? And someone will go, oh, they're not here tonight. And she'll go, good, I think he's shite. And I'm like, can you fuck up? Like, I don't go into your job and go, here, at fucking history teachers and wanker.
I know.
We'll have to do the Biscuit World Cup, by the way.
Oh, why? Also, I have a gift for you.
Oh, yeah, we'll do the gift exchange after, but the Biscuit World Cup comes first.
Okay.
Mate, do you want Norwegian biscuits, or do you want...
I went on a Norwegian cruise for my honeymoon, so... Not to Norway. Just the Norwegian cruise line.
Oh, right, okay. Because I'm dying to go to one to Norway. So.
Sean did. Sean went on one where he was doing comedy on it to Norway.
Really?
I think. Definitely. Name somewhere in Norway.
Bergen.
Somewhere else. Where's the Netherlands?
Oslo.
Oslo! Oh no! And wait,
sorry. Name somewhere else. Where's the Netherlands?
Sorry, do you know what I meant to say? Me and Sean went to Oslo. That's what it was. It wasn't on a cruise.
All right,
we went on a wee trip to Oslo. Very dear.
Nice.
Lovely. At Christmas time.
Dear. Oh.
We went to Christmas time.
Well, Willie Palmer, genuine name, sent these in.
Right.
We couldn't try them the other day because I'd had so many biscuits on the Biscuit World Cup because we do these in batches that I was about to pass out. Like, genuinely, I felt sick.
These look lovely, though.
Yeah. Well, I had a trio for the first time the other day.
Fucking phenomenon. Did you not enjoy it?
They weren't, mate, I don't know.
There's 2 layers of chocolate.
I remember them being way better, yeah. And I had it and was like, really, like, nah, true.
Do you know what? They've probably done what everyone does, and they've like made their stuff. Like, remember you used to go to Boojum at the start, and it was like.
A Boojum when.
And now they got smaller.
When Boojum first opened, it was like you could time it, need it at the right time, and it would do you for a full day.
Yeah.
Like 24 hours.
Yeah. But now their scoops are smaller.
It is smaller.
It's like Joanne Subway, their scoops are like measured.
Yeah.
You're like,
do you know,
not be a
I want free pour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want. Mate, let's say this about Norwegian biscuits.
Do you want me to open this one?
Aye. They've made it. Oh. I'm sorry, Norway. There is actually a wee thing there that says
I open here.
Riv her.
Oh my god, these are individually wrapped.
Oh,
do you know what this is? This is for your lunchbox.
Yeah, it's high class. Have one.
Thank you.
That's a Bixit.
Is this 2?
You will have 2.
Here.
Yeah.
No, this is 1, but it's a sandwich. Oh no, it's 2.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Let's see.
These are very small.
They look small and they look really dry as fuck. Like, look the way I just broke.
Do you know what that is there? A chocolate topped hobnob.
Yeah, it does look a wee bit hobnobbish, but it looks really dry. Oh.
Do you know what that needs? A layer of peanut butter.
Needs a wee bit of fucking sugar in it, doesn't it?
Well,
it's not that sweet.
What?
Is it giving you like a pretzel vibe? Doesn't it taste like pretzels?
Salty.
Like at the end? Mm-hmm. Like a pretzel.
Well,
I can get behind this, Willie. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I'm talking to another Willie.
This needs a wee wet layer on top, like a wee bit of peanut butter.
It needs something to be.
I'm gonna be fucking mental and say a banana.
Banana wat would be good.
Would you have a banana with
Banana wat would be good, yeah. But I'm not one to customise a biscuit. I want it good out of the packet, you know.
That's true. Can I open this other one?
Yeah, go ahead. What would you give that out of 10? It's like a 6 for me.
Do you know I needed to compare first before I could?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
So this is a.
I'm a snuffer. Do you snuff your shit? Not your shit, but.
Yeah.
you snuff stuff? It's
Do you know?
really
Do you
pervy
know?
looking,
Do you know
isn't
what
it?
always turns me though when people, you know, when like something comes out in a restaurant and some dick goes like this. I'm like, can you not just fucking waft? You know what I mean?
No, that was there.
I don't even know how to say this.
Do you know when you go to a continental breakfast, when you go to somewhere?
And there's a weird wee biscuit.
Weird biscuit.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. It's too much wafer.
Chocolate, right?
It's lovely, but...
See if that's... Crap, I'm just making sure it's in date. It is. All right, here we go.
Right, the first one...
What's in this, though? Is it? Oh, is this wafery?
Oh my god, that's fucking brilliant. They're like, what would we call this? No, Bixit.
Yeah.
We Bixit. I think that's lovely. Do you like him?
That's something. That is something.
Do you dunk? Would you do a dunk?
No, I don't drink tea. And when I'm having coffee, I'm a wee prince, and I have it in only two places, which is Joxer and Cafe Hill.
You wouldn't dunk a fucking coffee in me, like a...
Do you know what I discovered yesterday? Shane, I was about to say Shane took me. I met Shane in the Montalto estate in Ballynahinch. Phenomenal cafe. Phenomenal.
Right, this is lovely. I'm all about this. I'll give this a 7.
This goes through, surely.
I give him a 5. This is 100% going through.
Yeah, this goes through. And these come home with me.
Like Stockholm? No. So
Chocolate. I don't know how to say it, but that wins. It's kind of like it's kind of like a timeout. Like an old timeout.
Yes. I was like, what else is a wafer? That's a timeout, but a continental timeout.
But it's giving you. Yeah. There's
People
so many
normally
bites.
finish the biscuits. Do people normally finish the whole biscuit?
I always finish the specimen. I don't finish the packet.
No, I wasn't suggesting you did.
No. I'll finish the specimen, yeah.
Like, I have a big gift for you now.
Yeah, let's do the gifts.
Mine is a gift, but it's also merchandise.
Mine is a gift not only for you, but for your home, for your family.
So is mine. Do you want to go
I'm
first?
intrigued. Yeah, I do want to go first. It is second hand, but that's
all
the
right.
budget. It's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen it?
Have I seen it? I am Jessica Rabbit.
What a show.
Joking, no I'm not. I dressed up as Jessica Rabbit before.
When I wear a suit, I look
Yesterday.
like Paul Parsons.
This is a fucking great shout.
It is a great show.
Although the Jessica Rabbit sections are a wee bit pornographic.
It is a wee bit dirty, but I remember, I have good memories of the cartoon bullets talking to each other.
Yeah.
And then I also remember, Christopher, what's his name? Christopher Lloyd dipping a shoe. And that's hilarious. And then also like dipping like a cartoon shoe into acid or something that kills cartoons. But then I was around the wee Concern bookshop there, and they have a DVD bit, and I was looking for things, and I went, they have a kids DVD section. That's the best one out of that box.
That should
By
not be
far.
in the kids section.
Would you not?
Boys
What
were
is it?
getting
Is it
boners
PG?
whenever I was growing up over her.
But is it PG?
It is PG, but see now that wouldn't be rated PG.
No?
That'd be
You think it'd
rated
be like a 12?
PG stands for Pagan groins. Do you want to see what I've got?
Pretty grim.
This is also for your house,
Right.
but also it's merch from my football team.
Class. This is a good gift. To be fair, this will get used in our house. Thank you. That's a great
It doesn't
gift.
stop there.
Oh, it doesn't stop?
Because I'm not a red sauce snob. Sparta.
This one. What's this one? Chef.
Do you know what? I haven't tried that one, but I also got it in Spar.
This one is gonna definitely taste like the tomato sauce that you get in like hotels, like cheap, like in a staff canteen.
I haven't got the finances available to be snobby about red sauce because
I
of
do.
the amount I use.
Well, that's the thing. I'll only tend to have this with fish. I like this with like fish fingers. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
But the fish fingers I get are like, they're high end ones.
But but come here. Do you know you can get chunky fish fingers at the minute? We make chunky fish finger sandwiches in our house.
Mate, see a fish finger, see a fish finger sandwich. See if you get, there's ones, you can get ones, Young's Gastropub.
Yes! Yes!
See them with red sauce, and like sometimes we'll do like I do make like chippy, mushy peas. I make
Yep.
them. See that? So like
Put a bit of cheese on it.
a layer is your mushy peas, then your fish fingers, then the red sauce. Great. That's a dinner.
You need a bit of cheese. So, like, how long would those 3 bottles last you?
Like ages. This one would last us for a couple of months.
I keep one in my car because bougie are dicks.
Are you really into it? It's like a thing.
Shove your brain sauce up your hole.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Boojum wouldn't give you a red sauce.
They don't have it. They don't make it available. Which I've started
Surely
a
the
petition
sachets.
online.
Yeah, sachets, no.
But they don't believe in it. I think it's just because it's Mexican. They don't have. They do a salsa, which is a fucking poor man's red sauce.
It is, yeah. I don't know. Do you know what it is? It's good on a cheesy chip as well.
It's good on everything.
There's only a couple of things that I like it on though.
I'll
it's
have it
good
on
with
everything.
mash. Depending on what you're having with the mash. Fish usually.
I'll have the gravy, and the red sauce together.
Oh really? See, the mixing of sauces to me, like see when I'm standing behind someone on Subway and they go
That's me.
Southwest
And a bit of red.
onion sauce or something.
And a bit of sweet chili.
I'm like the judgments are real. Do you know what I did the other night?
That's who we're playing next week. The Subway Southwesters.
See after Goblin King on Sunday, I went to Botanic with my brother and Chloe, and we went there, and they were getting stuff out of the pizza place, and I went, I'm gonna go over to Subway. I'm gonna take a light here and get a foot long, right? So I went over to Subway, and the wee guy that was working there, really young guy, like, had just finished cleaning everything, and I went, and it was like, if it was 5 to 11, the place is closing at 11 or whatever, or 5 to 12 and it's closing at 12, and I went, have you just cleaned everything in here? And he goes, yeah. And I went, do you know what, mate? Have a good night. And he goes, which is like the first time I've denied myself a Subway after being in the shop. And I went, and he goes, no, it's okay, you can be the last customer, like. And I went, have a good night, mate.
Accept it.
And he went like this. He set the knife down and went. It was amazing.
That's such a nice thing to do.
It was sound. I remember. Do you know what I remember when I was working in Tesco? If I'd cleaned my till down and I'd done I used to do the bins for because I was a scavenging cunt, like, to be honest, in Tesco, like, any chance to get up and not be on the till, I was doing it. So used to go.
But surely being on the till is the easiest bet. That'd be in Tesco's.
It is, but it's very repetitive and melting, and you're talking to people. Whereas, like, if you're like, I'm doing the bins, you're making it look like you're helping out, but really you're just talking to your mates. And so I used to go do that. And then see, whenever we used to do the announcements from 15 minutes before the shop closed, see if some ball bag rolled up in, like, you know, after you've done the 5-minute announcement, shop's closed in 5 minutes, some ball bag rolls up with a big shop. I used to be like, oh my God, like, get out of my life. So I felt like
I recently robbed Tesco's.
Did you?
I did my big shop, put it through the self-scanner, and then left and didn't pay.
Did you go back?
On purpose.
Did you go back, or did you just go, fuck it?
Oh no, I went back, and I swear to God, it was as if they were like, you done this on purpose, you old fucking heathen. I went in, and I was all, here I left with paying for all my groceries. I know 6 weeks have passed and I've eaten everything. Like, I'm back, I'm really sorry. And then they literally, like, I came back with the groceries, but they were still in my car, I hadn't made it home yet.
Yeah.
And they were like, you're gonna have to bring all your groceries back up and rescan everything. My big shop.
Oh,
They had the receipt. I was like, can you not just do a wee
Scan, surely a wee
That's what I
scan's
thought. And they were like, no, you have to bring all your shit back up. And I'd bring it up and rescan it. And I think they were just doing it to be dicks. Because they thought I was a robber.
My Tesco knowledge is telling me
There's a scan, there's a
kaboom
barcode.
on the bottom of the fucking
They
thing.
wouldn't let me use it.
Fuck off, Tesco.
Yeah.
I
did know when I done it in Asda.
I used to love working in Tesco. Like, it was a good. Did you ever work in a supermarket?
No.
What was your shitty part-time jobs?
All of them. I've only ever had part-time jobs. I never did full-time.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't commit.
I don't think I've never done full-time.
No.
Even when I was in Ulster and it was full-time, it was 2 days a week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to work
William hated that, by the way. William was just like, he's on his phone, he just goes...
Hated what? That it was full-time but 2 days a week? Aye. I had a full-time job that was... So I'll explain to you why it wasn't a full-time job. It was in the BT building in Belfast for a cause. I think it was like fucking Virgin Media or Vodafone, whatever.
Yeah.
I joined on a Monday and they went on a strike that day at lunchtime. So they used to just bring us on 3 days a week for 5 hours, even though I got paid for like 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
And we played like the Wii as a team building.
Yeah.
And I was there for 8 weeks and then I went back to uni, and I never fucking lifted a phone.
That's great.
It was
great.
Beezer.
Yeah.
But I worked in Debenhams spraying people, like perfume.
I imagine Debenhams is a melting place to work.
Like, it's shit because you're doing traffic stopping. Do you know what traffic stopping is?
Is that like people are walking past and you go, excuse me?
Yeah. They're in looking for jeans and you're all, but you want to buy perfume, look.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just spraying them and and they walk through you like you're dead.
No company would ever hire me to do something like that.
No.
Because nobody wants me to approach them.
I think it's because of how angry you'd be.
Can you imagine?
And your wee hands couldn't hold a full bottle of perfume.
Can you imagine if I had to go over, if I was one of those guys, you know those guys that stand in Castle Court and try and sell you a phone? Could you imagine if that was me? Like in a cheap suit, going, all right, mate, and they're like, don't want that phone's massive. I'm like, it's actually not. I have small hands. So, like, that would be a nightmare. I'd hate that. I sort of lucked out. I had alright jobs. Like, I only did a couple though. I did Tesco for 3 years. It was fucking lethal. I did Matalan for a few months. Dog shit. Oh. But then I got Tesco off the back of that, so that was good.
I did River Island. The shop, and you have to have this wee thing hooked onto your jeans. It's like a fucking rule book.
They're like, oh really? Is this to get into the till? That thing?
No.
Oh right.
This is like if you've been shit at your job, like go have a wee look at your rule book, and you have to look for your book and be like, teamwork makes the dream work and all this shit, right? It probably doesn't say that, but I remember one day getting a lecture because I hadn't sold enough denim, right? By this fucking bitch who lived, shat and breathed jeans.
There's always those people.
Yeah. And she literally was like, you haven't sold enough denims, you're down 30%. And I was like, well, I can't come back. Jeans are a staple. Yeah. You come out knowing you need a pair of jeans.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't come out going...
I'm looking to be convinced to get a pair of jeans, yeah.
You need a pair of jeans if you're buying jeans.
I used to wear jeans. See now, mate, I'm all about the 3 stripes. CS.
You're wee Adidas.
Speed and comfort, Adidas 3 stripes. They're not sponsoring us, but they will be. What was I going to say?
If I do a podcast, I'm going to get sponsored by Red Sauce.
You should.
Any brand.
You genuinely should.
There's no daddies there.
There is no I like on the daddy sauce bottle because when you turn it upside down, his face is another face. Did you know that?
Shut.
He's a double dad.
Say I wouldn't do a glass bottle.
Which is like what he does. That's clearly like he's obviously he makes sauce, but he has 2 families.
Yes.
I mean, he's one of them dads.
He's like a dad when he's like during the week, and then he's like weekend dad.
Yeah, he's like blondie dad when he's in Derry, and like dark hair when he comes down to Belfast, because the scarf that he wears becomes his new hair.
Oh my god, I need to go look at this.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, definitely that was the case when I was still having daddy sauce, as it were, which makes me sound like what do you call that actor? Fucking Orson Welles. When I was drinking, or not Orson Welles. Danny LaRue, I've been in the business 40 years, drinking daddy sauce, darling. You know what I mean? Like, that's niche banter, by the way. But, yeah.
Not for me, the circles I run in. The guys down at the team, I love that.
It's come time for us to part. Okay. It's been an emotional episode. Thanks very much. These go through in the Biscuit World Cup, by the way.
Yeah.
Great gifts.
Big sits can fuck.
This is definitely getting used in our house. This one might go into the canteen down the stairs.
Yeah.
This one,
I'm
gonna try it once and then like palm it off to somebody.
Keep it in your car. I'm telling you, you'll fucking need it someday.
On another episode. Do you know what I do? Keep in the car? Salt.
Yeah.
Salt in the glovey. That's what I call it, and it sounds like a old timey salt in the glovey, like a Cockney fucking
Artful Dodger.
You know, I'm little. Anyway, so yeah. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Been a pleasure.
The FIFA was fucking
guys.
You did better than nearly everybody, pretty much.
Probably.
Not even a lie, mate. Not even a lie. What do you see? Passing game. I know. We'll wait and see. So thanks very much for coming on. It's been lethal. Have you anything you want to plug before you go?
My show Bridesmaids of Northern Ireland is on sale right now.
I talked to you about that. I'm very sorry.
It's all right. It's on sale right now. It's 8 shows in the Opera House, and then there's about 15 other shows just around different regional venues. Come and do a theatre near you. Do it today. It's on sale on my Instagram. Yeah, do it. Thanks a million. Cheers for coming on. Guys, have a good one. Yours in Christ, Kieran Bartlett. Yours in Christ. Oh, no.